Representative Cafero.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. A moment ago it was said that this bill was well-intentioned, and we all know Representative Dick Roy, there is nothing that he does that is not well-intentioned. And if you know him like I know him, this guy doesn't have an insincere bone in his body and cares about things. So it is with great trouble that I come up to speak against this, because I know how well-intentioned it is, and I know how much he feels about it. But folks, we can't keep doing this. You know, Representative Lockton gave an example about I believe her hypothetical was the divorced fellow. But under this law, her hypothetical, this doesn't change anything. Because according to Representative Roy, this bill doesn't prevent the hands-free operation of a handheld phone. So if you put that phone in the cradle, and under Representative Lockton's hypothetical, you have that argument with your soon-to-be ex-spouse, whether it is in your hand or in that cradle, you are going to get just as agitated, just as annoyed, and be just as distracted. So the two-way conversation argument doesn't cut it with me, because according to this law, you could still have this hands-held phone in a hands-free cradle. And the other thing that's been pointed out so many times is all the other distractions that we face when we're driving. Those legislators that are from Fairfield County that have a bit of a ride to them when they go home and come up here every day, we've probably been through every one of them. I start off in Norwalk. You get that nice hot cup of coffee. It's in your little cradle thing there. And you're moving up the parkway, and you take a sip. And if the little lip on the cup is broken, the coffee falls on your suit. Do you ever have that happen to you? I go nuts when that happens. I go nuts. It falls on your new tie. You just put the tie on, bada bing, you got the stain. I'm going, God forbid there's somebody in front of me. Bag of M&Ms. Ever have a bag of M&Ms? You take a whole bunch, you go to eat, they fall. You go to pick one up, God knows where you're going. It happens, folks. 3 kids. You ever have 3 kids on a long trip? Who's got the Pokemon card, who lost it? Don't touch me, he took my Cheerios, and you're doing one of these. This law doesn't stop that. It doesn't stop it. How about those Discmans? You put them on your seat, you got the phones, you're bopping along, you can't hear. You go to the laundromat, you got the dry cleaning in the back, you got a blind spot. It happens. We got to be more careful, but this law isn't going to do it. Dick, I love you, buddy, but this ain't going to do it. So let's stop doing things that we say is going to fix something when we know it isn't going to fix it. I'm opposed to the bill.
Actually, Representative Cafero, you had me in doubt there. Representative Flaherty.
Mr. Speaker, we've had a couple of long sessions lately, and Representative Cafero and I were talking this morning about how we could, change things a little bit. And the Representative Cafero didn't know what to say about this amendment, so I gave him some notes, which he just read. He did a pretty good job.